You're right guys, it's Capgun Tom here and welcome to episode number 62 of the Path to Paris. Now we're going to kick this one off by going into our trade pile. We have 729,000 coins, so we are finally past the 700k mark. I'm hoping that Ibrahimovic will actually drop to around about 700, maybe 800k during Team of the Year, and that's when I'm going to aim to pick one up when he's at his cheapest point. Now if you're looking to buy some Ultimate Team coins, go and check out battle.com. Their link will be down in the description. A fast, cheap and reliable coin service, and if you use the discount code TCAPGUN you'll get 5% off all your purchases, so buy your coins from them. Now you can see we have 4 games remaining. We have 9 points on the board. We need a further 5 to make sure we stay in the division, so that means either 2 wins or 1 win and 2 draws. So let's get on with it and see what happens. We've also got our other stats for the divisions. It's always interesting to have a little look at these stats, and it's very difficult to look at my account and think, oh, he's a good player because, you know, he's only got 115 wins and 78 losses, which isn't, you know, the best, but it's not terrible. But it is because we have been playing in the high divisions for absolutely ages. The majority of our games have been played in the higher divisions, so obviously we are going to struggle quite a bit. Now we have a positive goal record and we have a whole load of other stuff for divisions, so I'm pretty happy with that. Just try and be a bit more consistent, I think, in the top divisions is what I'm going to aim for, because I can always start off well or I finish well, but it's never consistently well or play well throughout the entire division. So what we're going to do is dive into the first game. We're coming up against 4-3-3 Serie A squad, and it has Biabiani and El Shaarawy and Balotelli up front. Hate those three. Think they're the best 3 that you could probably use. Maybe not on the right wing, but Biabiani is there just purely for the pace. Made a horrible mistake in the 3rd minute, was duly punished for it, and El Shaarawy is the one that gets that goal in the 3rd minute. So yeah, we were behind early on, and then things went from bad to worse as Halleck got absolutely wrecked for strength out on that wing. The cross comes in, Balotelli heads it in, and we are 2-0 down so early on. But you know, Cavani looked eager and keen to get on the score sheet, and he did manage to do so in the 21st minute. Good work from him. But then you can see Biabiani is away. There is no way I'm catching him, not with that 96 pace or whatever it is. And El Shaarawy is the one that scores this time, even though I positioned Marquinhos to head that one away. It's kind of crazy because you know, Marquinhos is a centre back and he is awful at heading. I would definitely recommend you don't use Marquinhos if you are building a League 1 squad. I'd probably use like Nkulu as a centre-back or Inform Abdeno as your choices. Anyway, moving on from that, you can see we scored an absolute screamer with Motta. I don't know how he managed it. He's not renowned for his dribbling, but he went past 2 people before absolutely blazing that one into the back of the net. And then we managed to make it 3-0 in the late stage of the game. In the 84th minute, I was like, yes, we're going to get a point out of that. That's better than taking a loss. And before I knew it, look at this, 90th minute, people making runs through, make a horrible mistake there, just did not even get near to tackling him, and we end up losing. And yes, I did throw my controller across the room in rage. You know, I worked so hard to get back into the game, and to have it all taken away from me in the last minute of the game was very frustrating. So there you go, we end up taking a 4-3 loss, which isn't brilliant, but it's not the end of the world, I guess. I mean, we still have a chance of staying in the division, but it's going to be a lot more difficult now. So you can see there, our points stay the same, but the number of games reduced, and we're going to go back into the arena. We have done some trading, so let's go and have a look at what we've picked up. We spent all our coins all the way down to 26,000. Wasn't the best trading session, I won't lie. I really didn't have a good time trading. Some of the players I picked up and their prices changed because I left it a little while. First player is Navas, picked up for 179, listing up for 199. That's a good trade, make about 10k on that card. Then this Benzema, I don't know what I was thinking. I picked him up for 261, and I'm only going to be able to sell him on for 270. That's like 9k before tax, and after tax that's going to cost me like 4 or 5k. So that's probably the first really bad trade I've made. That Di Maria wasn't all that much better. However, this Jonas was a really good trade, just on the basis that it was a small investment of 20,000, and we're going to make about 3k off him. So that's, you know, decent considering we only put 20k away. That's more than 10% profit on that player. Now you can see we're going to go and find ourselves another game. We've set up the team, and we've got our full strength lineup out. I do like the 4-4-2 with the 2 deep DMs. I think that is our strongest squad, so that's what I try and play every game. However, obviously, you know, fitness comes into it, and I do have to rotate every so often. But the team we're coming up against is another 4-3-3 squad. This time it is a BPL squad with Steven Gerrard, has Hazard and Nani on the wings with Suarez up top. It's got Ozil and Wilshere in the midfield. It also has Cech in goal. So a decent team, but not one I thought that we couldn't beat, basically. And we did manage to go into the lead early on. Menez with the header there. Nice cross from Cavani, and yeah, we're in the lead 12 minutes in. That's exactly what you want to see, isn't it? But before long, you see that we get a bit unlucky here. Good run from Gerrard, but it took a horrible deflection to take it away from the goalkeeper there off, I think it was Thiago Silva's leg, so we end up going to 1-1, and then before I know it, a very nice goal from Steven Gerrard this time, going into the top right hand corner of the net, and we are now 2-1 down. So things change so quickly, don't they? 31 minutes in, and it wasn't until the second half when I finally got through with Cavani and hit it first time that we managed to equalise it, and we just lived out the last 15 minutes of this game, and we end up taking down a 2-all draw. So it's not the best, but it's not the worst, and a point is so important. Compared to losing, it could mean, you know, staying up or going down, because we need 1 draw and 1 win now, whereas if we'd lost that game, we would have needed 2 wins. So there you go. Went away and bought a fitness card because I understand how important this game is, and you can see that we're going to go and put that on our team, which is exactly what you do with squad fitnesses, as you probably all can imagine. And we are going to quickly make some changes to our team. Put Bodmer in for a bit more attacking prowess. He's got like the most assists and goals, I think, per game ratio out of anyone. So he's a very good player, and definitely one that I'm happy to put in the squad. Now you can see the team we're coming up against, the 3-5-2 BPL squad. This is a must-win game. I know that we can, you know, afford to drop points in the form of a draw, but we are not going to let that happen. So here we go, get through with Cavani in the 40th minute, and Cavani holds off the player very well to absolutely spank that one into the back of the net to make it 1-0. Really nice work from the team. And then look at this, this is the most AIDS goal I've ever seen. How this ends up in the back of the net, I don't know. It takes 2 deflections off its defenders and then off the post to go into the back of the goal. I was like, what on earth is going on? He did manage to get one back in the second half. You can see Remy get through and ends up putting it into the back of the net to make it 2-1, but it was too little too late for him, and we do take down that 2-1 win, and the win is what was most important. So pretty happy with that, and that does leave us set up for the next episode to try and make sure we get that 1 point on the board and stay in Division 1. However, saying that, a glitch occurs, which I do like to see occasionally, although I think that it could be game ruining if some people start exploiting it. I won't really explain how to do it, but as you can see, I'm on 13 points, but it says that I have managed to hold my position in the division, and that's because I switched my season progress between my Xbox One and my Xbox 360 halfway through a division, and I think it saves your points from the last division and adds them on. So I don't know what you guys want to do with that. Maybe keep it hush hush so EA don't patch it and you guys can make some coins. You will need both consoles though, both the Xbox One and the Xbox 360. But there you go guys, the glitch has got us into Division 1 for another season. I can't complain. It happened when we were in Division 2 as well, and that actually brought us into Division 1 in the first place. So yeah, I think we're hanging in there just about. So I hope you've enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. But other than that, I'm going to have to leave it there, and I will see you all next time.